Thank you, Alicia's Glam Nails, for giving us the word for tonight, perfume, at night at the Improv. Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Tonight we're doing another episode of Night and the Improv, and what we do is leave a comment below your word, and I'll add it to my spinner. Every week I'll select a word from this spinner randomly, and that will drive the design for tonight. Again, for tonight, we have perfume. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. After spinning the wheel, we ended up needing to put two color backgrounds. So I was kind of dreading this word only because I had an idea of what I'm going to do. I just wasn't too sure. And so now I got to pick two colors, and I think I'm going to be going with this Sally Hensen Miracle Gel color Pinkterest. And then I'm going to be using another background color from a dip powder that I just got. So I'm doing one coat of this. It doesn't need to be super thick and opaque. And then I'm going to allow that to dry while I do the other nails. So I'm going to be using the Kusari dip powder color number 20. And I will be applying 2 coats of this. Now after I have applied 2 coats, I put on the activator, filed it up, nail cleansed it, and we're applying another layer of activator before we apply the top coat. Moving on to the next nail, I'm going to be putting on a layer of this top coat. So let me explain what I think I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be representing 3 top name brand perfumes. The first one that I did was the Jimmy Choo, and the second one that I worked on is the Dior. And this one here, I'm making the Chanel number 5. And I'm going to do something really cool with the Chanel. I'm going to make it like a 3D type of nail where I've got some liquid inside of it. So after spinning for the decorations, our first spin gave us French stickers, And I've been getting this one a lot lately. I feel like it's the first thing that pops up. Now this spinner app is at random, supposedly, but I feel like French stickers always comes up. No worries, because I'm going to be using these French stickers to work on the Dior perfume, and I'm just taking black gel paint to kind of block out dead space on the nail, because I want this to look like the J'adore bottle. So for the Chanel perfume nail, I did two actually. So this is going to be the top, and I'm just gonna box out the Chanel label. So as you saw previously, I had taken the bottom part of this nail and put a base top coat on, because we're done with that. We're not going to do anything with that. But then for this nail, I put a base coat because we're going to be doing some artwork, and I wanted that to stick to the nail. So I'm going to be using Madame Glam Riverwalk to create this label. I'm just going to use this sparingly because I don't want a thick layer, but I'm going to make sure that it's nice and opaque in this block. And then we're going to remove the French tip stickers and clean up the edges to make a perfectly square or rectangular shape on this nail. So I let the this pink nail dry enough. This is going to be the Choo perfume. I'm putting on a layer of base coat because we're going to be doing artwork on this as well. I'm definitely using a lot of this French tip sticker stuff that we had spun for, and I'm just going to be creating the top of this nail, the perfume. So I'm going to be painting a black top on this, and I guess I could take this time to figure out, I forget the names of these perfumes, so I'll get that for you. So for the Dior, it's the J'adore Perfume, and for the Chanel, it's the number 5, and for the Jimmy Choo, it's the Eau de Parfum. I've personally never smelled any of these, but they have really cute bottles. So now I'm working on the Chanel number 5. I'm using black gel paint to do super tiny lettering, and this is time-lapsed, but if I play this in real time, my hand was shaking. I don't know why, but this was really tough to do, and it was I was like super tiny lettering, and I'm even shocked. I think this was one take. I didn't have to go back and wipe any of it off, but the thing was, I could have done better. I think it's a little off center, but I just went with it because it was, you know, these designs are just so intricate. It doesn't look like it right now what I've done, but I feel like I've been sitting in the chair doing these nails for a while, so I was like, screw it, let's just leave it how it is. So here I'm just going to line the top with this silver stamping polish by Born Pretty. In the picture, it's lined with this silver metal. So that's why I'm doing this. And then I'm also going to do a silver band under this black top here because I need to write down Jimmy Choo on it. And I'll definitely be exploiting this French tip sticker to make sure that silver band is nice and straight. So after spinning the wheel again for our second decoration, we came up with glitters. So I guess I can incorporate this in some of these nails. I guess for this Chanel nail now, I think when I put the liquid in there, I'm just going to throw in some glitters. Obviously, when you buy Chanel number 5, or at least from what I've seen, there are no glitters in the perfume. But whatever, we can doll these up. So I'm going to sandwich this rhinestone glue in between the nails like this, and I got my gooseneck lamp there, that's why it's purple. And this is how I'm going to be building the rest of the nail. So I'm going to be taking some clear polygel by Modeled Ones. Their polygel is pretty clear, so I'm just using that. It's really hard to work with when sculpting nails, but in this case, it's probably the perfect medium to connect these two nails. So I'm trying to make it the length of the nail and the width of the gap of the two nails. And we're gonna, I doubled it because I'm gonna be slicing this down the middle. So I have my two pieces already made. It doesn't have to be super perfect. I just did it big enough where I can trim it down. So after I cure that, I'm just going to separate these pieces and I'm going to just trim some of it off, and I'm going to file the flattest side, the longest flattest side straight and even, so that I can line this on the side of the nail. And I definitely want to nail cleanse the sticky layer off of it as well. So the flattest side I'm going to expose to the outside of this nail, just to make it nice and clean. And then I'll be doing this for both sides. So I'm just going to be trimming off the excess. We pretty much finished both of these sides, so I'm going to use my e-file and file down the excess pieces and smooth it out. And I still have the tip open. We need to have the tip open so that I can stuff the inside of the nails with the glitter, and we're going to be using baby oil. I feel that baby oil is a better liquid to use if you're doing an aquarium type nail, because whatever you have in it will flow better through the oil than it would with water. After I cleanse this up, I'm just going to make sure I seal any gaps that I may have left or made filing, and then I'm going to top it with some top coat to seal everything in. And then I'm going to move on to dumping the glitter into the space between the nails. And I put a generous amount just because I want it to be super glittery. You don't need to put a lot on it, but I did. So I'm just going to size up the tip. It's, you know, it's not to shape. I'm going to take this baby oil and pour this stuff in there before I seal it in. So you want to make sure that you have all your pieces ready to go before you start pouring the oil in case you don't have to put the nail down for a second or so to do the other stuff. But I took a nail cleanser and a lint-free wipe just to catch any oil that might have gotten at the mouth there. And I'm just making sure I have enough rhinestone glue to fill any gaps between the tip of the nail and this cap. And I'm going to use my gooseneck lamp to seal that all in. And then under a full lamp for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to go back in with my e-file. And again, I'm just going to go in and file off the excess. And I want to be careful that I make it nice and even with the nail, but not to where I end up making another hole or breaking the seal on this tip. And you can see the liquid, the oil's already moving. It's pretty cool. I'm using my cone shape bit to get the undersides because this nail has a really defined C curve. So you just want to make sure it follows that. And then after I nail cleanse, I'm going to just seal it one more time with top coat. Make sure that there are no holes to where the oil can leak out. I also want to put top coat on the underside of the nail because I feel when you put top coat on an underside of a clear nail, it adds to the clarity of it. So I'm just going to nail cleanse this out, remove the sticky layer, and then we're going to move on to the Jimmy Choo perfume nail. So this isn't perfect. I'm just taking some pink stamping polish and I'm just making these shapes that I saw in the photo. The perfume bottle is like a sphere and it has like disc shapes built into or molded into the glass bottle. So I'm just going to mimic those shapes with this and kind of, I don't know, try to make it look like it's a glass bottle. There are many ways that I could have done this. I've seen a video where if you put like you cut your pieces, your facet pieces from acetate and then cure it on there and peel it off, it leaves a nice, smooth, glossy surface. So I'm just going to spin the wheel one more time. And our last and final decoration is gold leaf. And this works out because we're going to move on to the Dior nail. And I was going to just use my gold stamping polish that I always like using to do the neck of the bottle. But since we have gold leaf, I'm just going to use that. So this word for tonight, perfume, was pretty difficult or at least intimidating when I got it because I don't really know much about perfume. I use a Ralph Lauren on special occasions, but otherwise I don't really use it. So I wasn't too sure what I was going to do. I had a lot of ideas. I thought maybe I could make an actual bottle and put perfume in it to use, but I'm ending up just replicating name brand perfumes. But when it came down to the decorations, it wasn't terrible. It's not as bad as it has been in previous weeks. But as you noticed, it was a little daunting for me that I didn't incorporate all of them onto each of the nail. I think at most I used the French tip stickers on each nail. But I didn't know where I was going to use this gold leaf on the Jimmy Choo. I guess I could have used this silver one to make the band. and then gold leaf on the Chanel 5. Like, I don't know, because there's no gold leaf anywhere in there, and then there's no glitter either. So yeah, this one was a little tough. So for the Jimmy Choo, I tried doing something that I did for my firework nails. I figured I'm going to put a top coat on the top of this nail because I don't need the blooming gel there. But on the bottom half where the bottle is, I was going to put the blooming gel and then sprinkle these glitters on top of it, thinking that it was going to spread like it did with the fireworks nail. But I think these glitters are too, they're bigger than the other glitters that I used, so they didn't really spread. So after I pour this stuff down, I'm gonna use my brush to fill in the shapes that I had drawn on there, and then I'm gonna put the bigger pieces randomly just to add some texture to the design. And then we'll move on to the next steps of capping this with some top coat. So after that's all cured, I'm just going to take a dollop of the top coat and kind of flood each shape, just because I want it to protrude off of the surface of the nail to give it that bulbous texture. And after I do that to each shape, now I'm curing in between each one because I don't want it to level off. But just for video editing purposes, I'm not showing the cured page after each one because it's going to get a little crazy. But after I finish this whole thing, I'm going to put a top coat on the whole bottle. But that would be after I write the lettering for Jimmy Choo on the band. So I'm using this black gel paint to write Jimmy Choo. I did this, I think this is the third time because I couldn't write it small enough to make it fit on the band. This is really tiny lettering. Again, my hand was shaking so bad, but I got it done. It wasn't like perfect, but I think it was good enough. So after we top coated this nail, I'm gonna nail cleanse it with a lint-free wipe. And I'm gonna show you the end result. These are our perfume nails. Thank you so much, Alicia Glam Nails, for providing our word for tonight. These are so super cute and they came out really well. That Chanel is just to die for, to be honest. I was so worried about this word because I don't know much about perfume, but look, this is the Jimmy Choo Eau de Perfume bottle, and it looks nice and bulbous, and I think it looks close to the picture that I googled. Go Google it. Super pretty, super cute. I don't know, it might be the month of October, but I'm really liking the pinks this month. The next bottle that I did was the J'adore Dior bottle with that gold neck, that gold leaf at the neck of the bottle, and I pearlized the cap. I blocked out the silhouette space with the black gel paint that it looks like an actual bottle at a quick glance, and I love that base color. It matches the liquid in that perfume. Go Google that. And last but not least, I have the Chanel number 5. Look how dreamy this is. The movement of the glitters inside that nail. So super pretty. It is so complex. This nail is not that hard after you do it and understand the structure of it. But yeah, it's a bit complicated. But love this nail. So there you have it. These are my perfume nails. Again, thank you so much, Alicia, for providing this word for tonight. Guys, comment below, leave your word, and I'll add it to my spinner. And who knows, maybe next week I'll be choosing your word to incorporate into the next designs. Thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join us next week for Night at the Improv. Night at the Improv is Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Click that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And join me again tomorrow. I'll be posting my short and sweet every other week video. I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.